Hello everybody, welcome to my videos. My name's Jamie from Women's Games. Today we're doing a PlayStation 1 memories video. This is going to be my third memories video I've done on my channel. The one for the C64, one for the Amiga, now it's on to the PlayStation 1, which I got in 1996. Now these videos have been quite enjoyable, but it's quite difficult to try and relive how it happened back in the days. But again, great memories of the PlayStation 1. But anyway, we go back to 1996, how it all started. Let's go. There you go, we're going to go right back to the start, how it all started with me, FIFA 96, Virtual Stadium Soccer. Okay, so the game, this is FIFA 96, the third entry in the FIFA series. Its tagline being Next Generation Soccer. It was the first game in the series that featured real 3D graphics for the Sega Saturn, PlayStation 32X and DOS versions, using technology called the Virtual Stadium. The SNES and Genesis versions used the FIFA 95 engine. Also, the first of the series will use real player names and positions with rankings, transfer, customization tools. And it's absolutely superb. I have to admit, this is how it all started with me with the PlayStation 1. It was the first game I saw, the first game I played. And it absolutely blew me away. I'd never seen or played a game quite like this before. I never heard commentary in a football game before. But back then, I was a big football fan. I have to admit, not anymore. I went off it a long time ago. But I still love playing football games. But my friend Richard lent me his PlayStation 1 for the weekend. He had this and the next game on the list. He was an Arsenal fan, I was a Newcastle fan. Yes, I know it's strange, I've been living in Kent all my life pretty much. But yes, I did like Newcastle. And back then, Newcastle were actually quite good. I have to admit, I have no idea what's happening in the football world now. I don't follow football anymore. But anyway, 4 minutes per half. Now this was the teams we played in the old days because of course these were the teams we supported. I cannot remember what the score was, I can't think that far back. But on this game, you can actually score from outside the box quite easily. And even the halfway line, which me and Richard did quite a lot. You get quite a lot of swerve to the ball. Now if you're playing FIFA 98, which I do have also in my collection, that one is a lot more difficult to score outside the box because the goal is so good. Now this game I had to buy on eBay. I didn't actually have it in my collection, so I wanted to buy it for this video. So it took about 2 weeks to arrive. But it's nice to play it, but I haven't played it for absolutely years. Now I have to admit, I'm struggling with the controls. I really am. But anyway, I'd never heard commentary in a game before, and I believe it's John Motson. It's X to pass, and circle to shoot, and square to cross. I have to admit, I'm struggling with all the rest. Square is also a sliding tackle. Now, of course, we have the offside rule, and of course, you can have injuries. You can turn off, if you so wish, on the options screen. We're not going to do that here. But anyway, I'm on the ball. Hit and hope. Why not? Great save by Seaman, who back then did not have a ponytail. There you go, 0-0. I'm not surprised. Newcastle 0, Arsenal 0 after 4 minutes. The game was bestseller in the UK. For the DOS version, Computer Game Review gave it a Platinum Triad score and calling it the best soccer game, if not the best game available, bar none. Right, let's try and get some goal, but I've got a funny feeling this is going to end 0-0. I've got a funny feeling. But anyway, you never know. But however, this is proving to be quite difficult after so many years of not playing it. But what it needs is an amateur setting for people that haven't played it for like 25 years.
Great challenge by Albert.
Woohoo! Peter Beardsley outside the box. There you go. In 5 minutes 44 seconds. Bingo. Peter Beardsley was a brilliant player. He really was. There we go. Cue the dancing hippo. Yeah. Right. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Defense there very solid.
So you hold the X button down longer for a longer pass.
Good.
Happy something like that, didn't it? There you go! Peter Beardsley again! Superb! Outside the box. Now in FIFA 98, that would be an extremely difficult task to do that. Superb! Locked and loaded. Boom! Straight through the net. What a goal. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. 2-1.
Now
Clear the ball, Jamie! Oh, it's in again! Martin Keown, he's a defender! What's he doing up there? Oh, I don't believe it! 10 seconds to go! No! 2 seconds to go, it's even worse! Look how close that was to the end! Oh, dear. Hot stuff. Oh, so late in the game!
Newcastle to kick off.
Well, it was a hit and hope situation. It might have gone in, but it wouldn't have counted anyway. In fact, I think it did. There you go.
Now Adams. Great challenge.
Oh!
Oh!
No! How close is that? I think it hit the crossbar. It's actually overtime or extra time. My lord. Oh, look at that! Another superb save by the guy that has... Well, that's the end of the game. It's still 2-2. It's going to go to the equal penalties, isn't it? Reviewing the PlayStation version, maximum applaud the game for the realism and the player's controls and AI behaviour, as well as the large number of features, such as the multiple camera angles and league play. They summarise the remarkable user-friendly options, ensuring that even the most demanding players will be satisfied. And once the game begins properly, you appreciate the game and the orange skill that has been lavished upon the game product and the truly professional EA Sports coders. Right, I didn't know a lot about that, but anyway, the dreaded penalty shootouts. Let's see how we do. It's been absolute years since I did this. Right, Philippe Albert, the Belgian. Don't miss the target. Oh, I can't believe it. Well, it's not looking good for me. Unless I can save the next 3 shots and score the next 3 shots, Nigel Winterburn can win this. Well, that's a start. Well done, Pavel Sergei. You've got to do 2 more like that. And also, I've got to score 2 more goals. So yeah, I'm doing this incredibly hard way here. Who's next? I don't know this player. Who is this one? I guess he's a defender. Nice, not too shabby at all. But I'm definitely doing this the hard way. No point celebrating yet, mate. We've got a lot more work to do here. I've got to save the next goal. Martin Keown again. And score the next. Oh, he missed! I can't believe this. How does... Oh, my lord. How is this completely turned around? Look at those statistics. Right, this could be back in. Right, okay. Right, we've got to score here, Jamie. Is it Raw Fox? Oh, what a turnaround! Yes, now you can punch the end celebration. Yes, that's brilliant. Look at that! It's a draw. So it's a sudden death situation. What about Lee? Come on, baby. Woohoo! Top corner. Superb. Right, ready? What a return! What a comeback! I'm delighted with that. I've won it on the penalty shootout. All we've got to do now is score. Yeah, no easy task. Who we got? Paul Bracewell. Okay. We'll go for a top right corner. Don't miss. Oh, I don't believe it. My lord, this is edge of your seat stuff. Here you go. Jensen, you're playing now. Oh, my goalie had that. Right through his fingers. Lee Clark. Don't miss. Oh, just. That was risky. That didn't actually go where I told it to go. I actually went for the top left corner. Right, okay. In right. Come on. Woohoo! Well done, Pavel Sernacek. Yes! And a combination of me as well. There you go. Come on, Jamie. We can do this. There's plenty of places to put the ball. Put it in the back of the net. Peter Beardsley. Legend. Go for it. Oh, is it in? It's in! I'm delighted with that. Well done. What a comeback. That is tremendous. Superb. A win for Newcastle on the penalty shootout. I don't know what the score was in the end. But we won. There we go. Next game on the list, Tekken 2. This was the second game I saw. Remember it very, very well. Okay, so the game is Tekken 2, the second instalment in the Tekken series, released in arcades in August 1995 and later PlayStation in 1996. The original arcade version of the game was released in Tekken 5's Arcade History Mode for the PlayStation 2, in 2007 for PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Portable via the PlayStation Network, and in 2009 for Zebo. Brilliant game! This is the second game I played and saw on the PlayStation 1. Again, my friend Richard lent me his PlayStation 1 for the weekend. He had this and FIFA 96. And it's absolutely superb. I love it. Took me about a year until I got it. In fact, I bought it not long after Tekken 3, which came out a year later, of course. But again, it's brilliant. Hadn't played many games like this. Anyone I can recall at the time was Virtual Fighter on arcade, which is again another superb game. But I always preferred this. Anyway, it's superb. Round 1, ready? There are 10 playable characters in the game's arcade version, up to 25 fighters, including 8 new ones in the console version. The home version also introduced new, now stable game modes for the series. Tekken 2 was critical as well as commercial success. It was followed by Tekken 3 in March 1997. Now playing as Jun Kazama, one of my favourites in this game, due to a demo I had in the old days. I played loads before we saw the full version. Now this character and Lei Wulong were the only playable characters. An important role in the story, in spite of her absence from most of the series. While she was cut from the main series after her debut, Jun has continued to appear in series spin-offs, including the Tekken Tag Tournament series, where alter ego, Unknown, serves as the final boss in the Tekken Tag Tournament entries so far. Jun has gained considerable popularity amongst many of the fans in the series. Now, of course, played this game loads as a 2-player in the old days after school. We really did enjoy playing this game. It was absolutely superb. What a game. Such good memories. The gameplay in Tekken 2 is much like its predecessor with a few additions. It continues to use 2D background in stages, an infinite playing field, and a fighting system that utilises 4 buttons: left punch, left kick, and right kick. Listing additions include attack reversals for some characters, back throws, chain throws, and sidestep unique to 2 characters, Kazuya Mishima and Heihachi Mishima. However, Yoshimitsu has a spinning sidestep move that lowers his health. Attackers were also modified to inflict damage when running from a greater distance. Each time the game is beaten with one of the default characters in arcade mode, the associate sub-boss character becomes available. Right, it's Yoshimitsu versus Heihachi Mishima. It's a long title, the guy with the crazy shoes. There you go. Superb. And of course, he's the only character in this game that has a weapon. In this case, a sword. There you go. Brilliant. And I'm Yoshimitsu. Tekken 2 also introduced various modes that become staples for the series, including Survival Mode, Team Battle Mode, and Time Attack Mode. Survival Mode takes the player through an endless number of matches to see how many opponents they can defeat without being defeated themselves. In addition, any health lost during the match will carry over to the next match, but the player will gain some more health. Team Battle Mode is a 2-player mode, which up to 8 characters can be selected by each player. Like Survival Mode, any health lost during the match will carry over to the next match, but the player will gain some small health. Attack Mode is similar to Arcade Mode, except it's played on how fast the player get through it and beat their scores. Okay, it's Paul Phoenix and Nina Williams. That's no way to treat a lady, Jamie. But anyway, have some of that. There you go, superb. What a memory. Love playing this as 2 players in the old days. Superb. Give a little bit of roll, why not? There we go. If you know me very well, of course it's going to be Crash Bandicoot in there. Of course, this was the first game we got when we got our PlayStation in 1996. What a game it was. Okay, this is Crash Bandicoot, a 1996 platform video game developed by Naughty Dog and published by Sony Cruise Entertainment for the PlayStation. The first game in the Crash Bandicoot series. And what a game! What an amazing game! Now this was still the time I was actually borrowing my friend's PlayStation. Now I wanted to try out a few more games. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough money to rent out 2 games, only 1 game. Now back then, I lived in Sittingbourne in Kent. Now our town centre wasn't the greatest, but it was okay. We didn't have Blockbusters. We had a shop called Ritz Video Rental or something like that, which went a long time ago. In fact, when it actually went from a Ritz to a Blockbuster. And of course that went as well, which is a shame. I've got some great memories of Blockbuster. Anyway, I only had enough money to rent out 1 game, and of course we rent it out for 2 nights. And it wasn't enough. It really wasn't enough. I wanted it for longer than that. This game blew me away. I was amazed by it. I didn't know anything about it. I just looked on the back of the case. Looked like a really good game. Go for it. We get a whirl. What a game. Absolutely amazing game. Now the previous 2 games I've done on this video, I really love as well. But it was actually this game that made me want the PlayStation so badly. And I asked my dad very, very nicely, after I gave this game back to Blockbuster, or Ritz at the time, and gave my friend back his PlayStation. I asked my dad very, very nicely, can I please have a PlayStation for Christmas? And I got it the same year. Got it on Boxing Day, 1996. And again, I was a really, really happy boy. And it came with this game and another game I desperately wanted, which is next on this list. But yeah, I was really, really happy to get 2 games I desperately wanted. Brilliant. I was happy. Really happy. But anyway, it's an amazing game. I had to beat it many, many times. It's always great to go back to it from time to time. But the graphics is outstanding. The animation, the sound effects, the music. And this is actually my favourite level in this game. But anyway, of course, we had 2 sequels and Crash Team Racing. And then Naughty Dog said they weren't doing it anymore, which is such a shame. Because the ones we had since then, apart from the remake, which is a brilliant remake, they weren't the same. They really weren't the same.
What have I got?
Anyway, I can take it one stage at a time. At the moment, we have an Aku Mask. Now, of course, on this game, you have to get Wobber Fruit. You get 100 Wobber Fruit to gain you additional life. And, of course, we get checkpoints. And when you get 3 masks, you are invincible for a short period of time. Now, if you get all the boxes on the stage, you get a gem. Which is not an easy task because there's so many secrets. And some secrets you do need certain coloured gems. And if you don't have a certain colour gem, you're going to find the secrets and you ain't going to get all those boxes. You won't get all the boxes, you won't get all the gems. But anyway, it's a long game, but it's a good game anyway. But anyway, look at the graphics. It's just amazing. But anyway, just keep collecting those Wobber Fruit, jump from platform to platform. And sometimes you're going side screen, sometimes you're going towards the screen or away from the screen. But this game has so many lives. It really does. It's got 8 already. This game has boss battles, and I have long played it. I've long played 1 and 2, but I do need to long play 3 in the future. Right, okay, keep going, but it's very, very challenging. Anyway, some platforms are dropping, and some aren't. More blocks here, there is a game of Tetris. Anyway, keep avoiding those dangerous situations, but all those lives. And you can lose them very quickly. Fall into the bottomless pit, instant kill. But as long as you have an Aku Mask, you will take additional hits. No hits, 1 hit will be an instant kill, of course. 13 lives. Right, we're close to the exit. Look at that. Boo boo pow! Have some of that. What a game. What a memory. There you go, my next pick goes to this amazing game. Got it on the same day I got my PlayStation and Crash Bandicoot. What a game. Superb. Another one I desperately wanted, and I got it. Okay, so the game, Destruction Derby 2, a combat racing video game developed by Reflections Interactive, published in 1996 by Psygnosis, Microsoft Windows and PlayStation. The sequel, Destruction Derby, players race with the goal of earning points by damaging opponents' cars. And it's absolutely brilliant. Played it absolute death in the old days, and again, got it in 1996 on Boxing Day, the same day as Crash Bandicoot. What a game! Wow! And again, it's got a great memory to it. It's an amazing story. But yeah, me and my friend Michael went to Maidstone in Kent at the time. And bear in mind, this was actually very early 1996. I didn't own a PlayStation then. We went to a shop in Maidstone, which I bought so many Amiga games from in the past, called Computer World. And they had a PlayStation 1 that you could play for free. And they had this game playing, and we stayed there for about 2 hours. It was absolutely brilliant. We had so much fun with it. Didn't buy anything, amazingly. We should have done, really, but I was skint. But the owners of the shop had no problem with staying there, playing this game for 2 hours. I mean, why not? It's a fun experience. It's an enjoyable experience. Why not? What a day. Really enjoyed it. Didn't want to leave, really. Really didn't want to leave. But anyway, I asked my dad very, very nicely, and again, got it for Boxing Day 1996, the same day as the PlayStation and Crash Bandicoot. It was a great day. It really was. And I played this loads with my brother as well. Now, I've mentioned this so many times on previous videos. I'm not brilliant at driving games, but in this one, you don't have to drive well. You can do well by driving badly. It's not about finishing in first, second, and third, although it does help for additional points. You earn points by smashing into cars. At the moment of time, I've only got 10 points, which is not a lot, but I'm in 12th. I'm not last. There's 20 cars still running. Now, whether 20 will end it, it's probably not going to happen. If a car is totaled, or ends up on its side, or its roof, then yes, it will start deducting. In fact, it just has. It's gone from 20, now back to, well, went to 19, back to 20 again. If a car ends up on its roof, then it will show as not running. If someone knocks it back onto its 4 wheels, it's running again. But anyway, 13, now 12. 10 points is not a lot. Even for this division, it's not a lot. Now, you earn points by hitting cars, but it's how you do it. You earn points. If you hit a car and they do a 180 or 360, you earn some points. More points for 360. If they go onto their side or their roof, or you completely total them, then yes, you're going to earn some serious points. But anyway, the more you progress in this game, the more higher league you get to, you've got to get some serious points. But the worst league, which is what I'm currently in at the moment, you don't need to get really stupid points. But at the moment of time, I need to get some serious points. I need to get some better points. Because 35, I'm not proud of that. The bottom right corner of the screen, we have our current car and its current state. Green is good, red is terrible, black is even worse than that. Now, you can lose wheels on this one. You can lose your bumper, you can lose your bonnet. But losing wheels is a bad thing. Now, you can lose quite a lot of your wheels, and believe it or not, that's going to affect your driving. But you don't want to try... Well, you want to try and avoid damaging the front of your car. When your radiator is knackered, you can't drive anymore. Your car is wrecked. But you can go into the pit. Now, amazingly, I've actually got to lap 9, and... Look, 60 points. 60 is not bad, but it could be so much better. But that should be okay. This is the last lap. It's where I actually finish a track. There's 3 cars you can play as. One of them is Pro, which is good speed, but the grip is horrendous. You also have Rookie, which is good grip, but terrible acceleration. And you have this one, which is in the middle somewhere. It's not overly fast, but the grip is okay. Anyway, 60 points. Not bad, not too shabby at all. Okay, let's end it with Destruction Derby Arena. Destruction Derby 2 is a sequel to Destruction Derby. Like the original, players race in 1 of 7 circuits in a range of modes. The modes are Wrecking Racing, in which the goal is to earn points by destroying or spinning in other conditions during the race. Stock car, a typical race during which the cars can be damaged or destroyed, and Destruction Derby based around the crash arenas instead of race tracks, in which the goal is to inflict as much damage as possible. A new feature called the pit stop was added to the race tracks, where the cars can be repaired. Another major difference from the original game is track obstacles such as jumps and crossovers. Right, again, the rules are simple. Smash up as many cars as you possibly can and earn some serious points. Now I find, it's crazy, I find it's best to drive in reverse. That way you're not going to damage your radiator too much. So yeah, it's a bit of a crazy driver, but like I say, you don't have to drive well in this one to earn points. At the moment of time, there's 18 driving. But yeah, you don't want to smash up your radiator in the early stages. Now, if you can see a car is smoking, then yes, you know they're close to being wrecked. You smash into the front of them and they'll be out of there. And that'll earn you 2 points. 145 is a good score. 14 are still running. Now 11. There's so much going on here. And of course, there's also a feature in this game where you can actually set all the opponents to go for you. And it's a case of how long you can last. And me and my brother played that loads in the old days. We really did. Anyway, I'm not doing bad, but I might be losing a wheel very soon. The radiator is blowing. Right, so I'm smoking. Don't get hit on the front of the car anymore. 165 is good. This game has great music too. I'm just like a wheel. Right, okay. Amazingly, I'm still going. However, my car has definitely seen better days. 165 points, 6 remaining. However, my turning is going to be a serious problem now. Okay, let's finish off that one if I can. No, we didn't. Right, I don't think I'll be lasting much longer. There's only 4 cars remaining. I've got 175 points. Now 5 again. There you go. Not bad, not too shabby, but another superb game. Destruction Derby 2. There we go, my next pick in this video goes to this amazing game. Oddworld Abe's Odyssey. Came out in 1997, absolutely superb. Okay, so the game is Oddworld Abe's Odyssey, a platform video game developed by Oddworld Inhabitants and published by GT Interactive. It was released in 1997, based on the game console and computers running DOS and Microsoft Windows in North America, Australia, New Zealand and Europe. Emulated versions for the PlayStation 3 via PlayStation Network were released in 2009, 2010 and 2013. What a game, what a memory. Now if you bought your PlayStation 1 in the old days, you would have got a demo like this. This is demo 1, which is a freebie. Got some great demos on it, including this. Played it for the first time, I was absolutely blown away by it. Now it plays quite similar to Flashback and Another World, 2 brilliant games which I have completed many times. I completed this quite a few times as well. Quite a long game, a lot of controls, a lot to remember, but great to go back through from time to time. At the moment of time, we're avoiding confrontations by running away from these sligs. We're running for our lives. Sligs are armed with machine guns. They can do a lot of things in this game. You can run, you can crouch, you can roll, throw items, grab ledges, and do something which I've never seen in the game before. You actually take control of enemies and use them against other enemies. I'm just going to do now. I'm going to take control of a slig. Right. The game centres on Abe, a Mudokon slave at the Rapture Farms meat processing factory. When he discovers that he and his fellow Mudokons are to be slaughtered, Abe decides to escape and liberate as many enslaved Mudokons as he can. The player assumes the role of Abe as he attempts a perilous quest to eradicate his downtrodden people. Right, at the moment of time, we're controlling a Slig. We're going to try and get rid of this other Slig using the machine gun. And once you're done, you can blow him up. Again, tremendous. Never seen anything like that before. So we've got to try and rescue the Mudokons. We've got to try and make it an easy rescue. Now it will be an easy rescue. Now in this game, you can only talk to one at a time. In the sequel, you can talk to many at a time. And you can all follow at the same time. So, now it's safe, take him to the elevator. Now if you rescue a certain quantity of Mudokons, you get a good ending. Kill too many of them and you'll get the bad ending, which will result in a very, very bad situation for this character. Anyway, you also do have levers. Some of them are good and some of them are traps. So again, we'll speak. Follow.
Okay.
And if you run, they run. If you crouch, they crouch. And if you sneak, they sneak. Right, go to the elevator, and now we're going to go down and take them to the exits. There you go. When you see birds, you chant, and that's their escape. It's not my escape, it's their escape. There we go. 2 rescues. There's 99 in this game. What a game it is. Superb. Oddworld Abe's Odyssey was widely acclaimed for having innovative gameplay, art direction and engaging cutscenes. However, its steep learning curve and system for only saving at checkpoints received criticism. It was the first game in a planned 5-part Oddworld series, which included the direct sequel Abe's Exodus, came out in 1998, Munch's Odyssey in 2001, and Stranger's Wrath in 2005. A remake of the game titled Oddworld New and Tasty was developed by Just Add Water and released in 2014. Which I never played. The only other one I've got and played, of course, is Abe's Exodus, which I've never finished before. Right, so there's so much more to this game. There's so many things you can do. Now, also, we've got to try and get rid of the Sligs. But sometimes you can't chant. That enemy at the top right corner of the screen will actually prevent you from chanting. You can do it, but it will just get electrocuted. So you've got to try and get rid of the Sligs some other way. In this case, using a trap door. Okay, this is the grinding area. So avoid that. There you go, pow. Right, anyway, that's 2 more Mudokons we have rescued. And also you've got to deactivate mines. And you've got to press it when it's green, not when it's red. There you go. Also got to deactivate laser beams as well. But it's such a great game. Superb. Anyway, right, another difficult screen. I've got to try and get rid of one of them. Because if you try and chant with both of them on the screen, one of them will actually kill the other. Or should we say, kill the Mudokon, should we say? You don't want to kill Mudokons. You want to try and rescue as many as you possibly can. But some of these screens are very, very challenging indeed. Anyway, we killed one with a trapdoor. Now we're going to kill the other one this way. Superb. Now, we've got to deactivate the laser beam. Because otherwise, when you lead the Mudokon to the bird portal, he's going to go through a laser beam and be an instant kill. Right, so again, we get him to follow.
Hello, follow me. Okay.
He will do indeed. And because we deactivated the mine, it's not going to be an instant kill that way either. There you go. And your character can also fart and laugh. But again, so many button combinations. Okay. But yeah, the game is really good. Really good. Abe's Odyssey is a 2-dimensional platform game which the player takes control of Abe. To travel across separate screens, solving puzzles, navigate obstacles and avoiding enemies. Abe will die if attacked by an enemy, touching by a hazardous obstacle, dropping in for too high of height, or holding onto a grenade for too long. If Abe dies, he will spawn at a last checkpoint, as well as jumping to navigate areas and crouching to roll under obstacles. Abe can break into a run to jump over large gaps or escape enemies, or tiptoe to avoid disturbing enemies, adding a stealth element to the game. Abe can also throw objects, such as rocks, meat and grenades, to bypass enemies and destroy obstacles. Though grenades have a timer and will blow up if Abe holds onto it for too long. Right, go get rid of another Slig, but do it in gruesome fashion using a meat grinder. There you go. Abe has the ability to telepathically control Sligs, a type of enemy non-player character that can use in a safe area. In many areas, flying orbs prevent Abe telepathically by zapping him. Once Abe successfully possesses a Slig, he can control their movements to attack other enemies and activate mechanisms too dangerous for Abe, and can destroy the Slig. A's body is immune and vulnerable whilst possessing another character, whereas if the host is killed, control will return back to A's body. My lord, I'll do it to read. They can also hide in the shadows. Now, we cannot control this character here because if we try to, he's going to know where we are and we're going to get shot. So, it's the avoiding game here. So, go from shadow to shadow. But again, a really, really nice touch to this game. Now, of course, in later games, you can control more characters. Right, it's safe to go. Let's go. And also, I love the transitions from level to level. It's really, really nice touch as well. Superb. Anyway, let's put an end to this part of the video. Right, we're going to run for it. We're going to run like Forrest Gump. Go, go, go. We're going to try and blow up a slig. Now, he will follow. It's going to end with a great big boo-boo pow. Hopefully. Wait for the nearby area and then hit with everything we've got. Boom! That's the end of him. Fantastic. There we go. That's one dead slig. Okay. Superb. What a game. What a game. There we go. Another one of my favourites on the PlayStation 1. This is Croc Legend of Gobbos. Tremendous game. Came out in 1997. Okay, so the game is Croc Legend of Gobbos, a platform game developed by Argonaut Games and published by Fox Interactive. The game is an early example of a 3D platform game released in North America in 1997 for the Sony PlayStation and later that year for the Sega Saturn and Microsoft Windows. Taking place on the fictional setting of Gobbo Valley, Croc Legend of Gobbos follows a crocodile named Croc, who is set to rescue a group of furry creatures known as Gobbos with the evil magician Baron Dante. And it's absolutely superb. This is the first purchase I got after getting my PlayStation in late 1996. And what a game! Bought it from David Smith's. I had some additional spending money and I just could not wait to spend it. But anyway, I believe it cost me £30, maybe £40. But yeah, we didn't have a lot of shops in our town at that time. So there wasn't many possibilities. But I couldn't wait to spend it. But anyway, it was a great game. I'm absolutely delighted with it. So yeah, I didn't know a lot about it. I just looked on the back of the case and thought, yeah, that looks tremendous. And I love the character design as well. It's a biscuit for a biscuit. And I've never looked back. It's a super, super game. I love the way it plays, I love the way it looks, and I love the music too. Yes, it just having issues with camera angles, but that's something getting used to. Once you've got the hang of it, it's a really good game. Now, you attack enemies by using your tail. Now, like Sonic, you need to have one of these gems in your possession. That way you don't die when you take a hit. Same as the rings. So providing you have a gem and you take a hit, you will not die unless you fall into a bottomless pit. And this game does have quite a lot of bottomless pits. Can't recover from that. But anyway, at the moment of time, we're going to try and collect these coloured gems. Once you get all the coloured gems, you open up a secret. But what we're going to try and do is find the keys and find the Gobbos. Gobbos are most important in this game. They do get boss battles as well, and they come in all different shapes and sizes. Some platforms break underneath you, and watch out for the fireballs. They can also kill enemies with your tail, but unfortunately this game, enemies will respawn very quickly, so it's a shame. And we also break boxes. It's a very talented crocodile. Now you press X and then X again in the air to slam it. Now if you get 100 gems, you get additional life. Now that's actually the exit, but we're going to try and find everything first. Find all the Gobbos and find all the secrets. This game does have quite a lot of secrets. But yes, enemies will respawn and you can't kill everything. But anyway, avoid the lava. It's not an instant kill unless you have a gem in your possession. But like Sonic, if you've got a lot of work that you've put into it by collecting all those items and all of a sudden you get hit, you're going to lose all your work. As long as you've got some, you will not die. But anyway, I'm going to jump into there. This game has a lot of secrets. Right, let's try and get the next coloured gem. Once you get them all, then you'll be told at the top of the screen. Now these break over time, so don't stand up for too long, but these will also respawn, otherwise be stuck here. Yeah, these evil enemies, hit them with a tail. Some of that. But yeah, be quick, because they will return. Okay. Should be the last one. Superb! Right, let's get out of here. But yeah, what a game. What a superb game. I was happy to get this. Really happy. Right, so once you've got all the gems, you go through the gem door. Okay, we have a bonus section. Now we jump on the jelly. Hold the fire button down to get the higher ground. So press circle to do a 180 turn. which is brilliant. Really, really good. Right, there we go. We've got a silver key. And you can also grab balloons. So, some of them are locked away in the cage. Luckily, the key was there, and we saved them. And there is a heart with a pow. And you can also do side steps. But anyway, the issue of the camera can be a bit of a problem, but give it time. Level complete. There we go. We've got 23 lives and 6 gobos. And a lot of gems. Croc Legend of the Gobos received average reviews from critics. Praise was towards the game's visuals, music and sounds, while criticism was towards the game's control and camera, which went on to become one of Argonaut's most successful releases, selling over 3 million copies for the PlayStation. A sequel to the game, titled Croc 2, was released in 1999. Right, it's a boss battle. What we're trying to do here is avoid the evil ladybird. Now you've got to hit him when he's out of breath. Each time, he's going to get one additional attack to you. So you've got more to avoid. And once he's down, you've got to slam him on his belly. But anyway, one more like that. But each time it gets slightly more difficult, of course. Not many boss battles in this, but they all turn out to be normal creatures, as it turns out. But actually, Baron Dante that actually makes him evil. Right, one more like that to avoid, and we should go for the slam. Followed. There you go. That should do it. Boom! It's a ladybug. There you go. 65 gems and 18 lives. The game initially started development shortly following a successful relationship with Argonaut and Nintendo, with Reformer creating a processing chip for the SNES called the Super FX that was used in games such as Star Fox to display 3D polygon environments. It was first pitched to Nintendo as a prototype for the 3D platform game, which was a character called Yoshi from Nintendo's Super Mario series, but was ultimately rejected by Nintendo, ending the relationship and prompted Argonaut to retool the game as an original property. The game's characters and game mechanics were designed by Simon Keating for his first video game project. There you go. Now again, a boss battle is arriving on the scene, but we'll try and get as many gems as possibly can. As long as you've got them, you won't be instant kill situations. Okay, so like the ladybird, we've got to do the same tactic. We'll try and hit him when he's out of breath. But on this one, you've got to run for your lives. But anyway, he's out of breath, stab him with your tail. That's all we have. That's all the weapons we have. But anyway, I love it. I think it's a really, really superb game. I love the music. The music's absolutely superb. But yeah, great memory for me. It really was. I have completed this multiple times. It is actually a very long game, but I've never completed Croc 2. In fact, I don't own it. I have to admit, it wasn't as good as this one, I have to admit. Right, on we go. One more should do it. Again, wait till he's out of breath, and we'll go for the kill. Even though we're not actually technically killing him, he's not a baddie really in real life anyway. He's just been transformed by Dante. There you go. There we go, my next pick goes to this amazing game. This is R-Types. Copyrights 1998, IREM Software Engineering Incorporated. Now for this part of the video, like I did with my Amiga Memories video, I'm going for R-Type 2. Okay, this is R-Types, released for PlayStation in 1998. It was followed by a downloadable release for PlayStation Portable and PlayStation 3 over PlayStation Network. R-Types includes a new opening and movie animation, along with R's Library, which documents some of the game's designs, settings, and promotional movie for R-Type Delta also featured in its release. And of course, this is R-Type 2, came out originally in 1989 by IREM. The reason why this is a memory for me is it's R-Type, but also a little bit more to it than that. But again, it's going back to my Amiga Memories video I did on my channel. And I got this in the old days, even though it wasn't the way I wanted to get it, so I never actually saw a box version in the shop. One of my brother's friends actually copied that copy, even though he should have done it, all did it, really. But yeah, it took a few years till I got it. But once I got it, I absolutely loved it. And the Amiga version is not great. It's certainly not as good as the original. The Amiga version is very, very slow. But anyway, I still played it loads. I still loved it. But over the course of time, it happened about a year down the line, that disc stopped working. It wouldn't work anymore. Even though I tried it so many times, it never worked again. No dice. But anyway, it took years until I got to play this game again. And in 1999 was when I got it. I saw it in Electronic Boutique. I didn't realise it was released for the PlayStation. I was actually in college at that time. I saved up my money and went to Electronic Boutique at lunchtime, bought this game. It cost me £20, something like that, because of course the main reason why I got it is not only because it's R-Type, it had R-Type 2 on it, which I thought I was never going to play again after my disc failed. But anyway, of course, this is the arcade version, and I was so happy to play this game again after so many years. Now, the Amiga version is very, very slow, really, really slow, which is why I've never finished it. And also, the Amiga version does actually have those extra weapons missing. They're not there, they don't feature. But anyway, it's a really slow version, but this is really fast, really challenging, really good fun once again. But anyway, I was so happy to finally get R-Type 2 working again. And a much better version too, so much faster and smoother, but of course it's a bullet hell. What a game. Level 2, looks so good, plays so well, but again, difficult. Amiga version, really, really difficult to play this one, it's so slow. You expect some slowdown going into the water, but here, none whatsoever. It's such a shame. I love that Amiga version. I really, really do. Because it's so slow, I don't think I'm ever going to complete it. I can't get past level 3. Anyway, I'd still rather use a joystick over a controller, but I have actually changed the controls slightly. I've gone from... Well, I've changed it to R1 as the force, X for the normal bullets, and square is the beam. Now, R-Type 2 does have a secondary beam. Hold fire button down until it goes blue, and then it rip. Hold down even longer, it goes from blue to orange, but it's not orange for very long. Now this weapon here doesn't appear in the Atari ST or the Amiga version, but here it's brilliant. Great for these, when they hit a surface, they split. Keep them under control. You get the force which goes in the front or the rear of an R9C, and of course you get a bit for the top or bottom. But again, other versions cannot fire from them. Here, again, you can. Right, you don't want to be too fast, you don't want to be too slow. Now, some enemies will not leave that water. Oh my lord. Ugh. Difficult level. Always is. Always will be. Well, don't be too fast. And I definitely don't want to be too slow. Right, we're getting midway boss. Now putting the force on the other side can be a bit of a handful at times. It really can. Right. There we go. Not too bad that time. And again. The other way round. Hit everything I've got. It's a difficult level, always is. Right. Not far away from the boss now. I'm not going to pick up any more speed. I think this is more than enough. Even though speed would be handy for this next boss. I don't want to be too fast. Having too much speed definitely can work against you from time to time. Right. Keep these at bay, put the force on the front. Go for it. Missiles. Right. Now don't use the beam very much on this level. But here, it's best to. You've got to hit that red section. Every so often, it'll switch from top to bottom. And also, it bounces, this thing. So it'll be squished by it. Now, it has some beams at the top which block the bullets. When it goes down to the bottom, it's best to hit it with a beam. Preferably a full beam, an orange beam. So, do that 3 times should be enough. Anyway, watch out for its attacks. But again, in the Amiga version, this is so slow. Really slow. Making good progress here. Don't be squished. You get checkpoints in this game. There you go, boom, pow! That's some of that. What a game, what a version. R-Type 2, superb on the PlayStation 1. But this game, they really did increase the bullets, increase the amount of enemies on screen. They really did increase its difficulty a lot. They really did. Yeah, you got it off to a really good start. You really have. You've got to destroy all its guns. And do it quickly. For the next section. Keep those bullets under control. Get rid of its guns. It's one of the new weapons. It's good, but it doesn't go the full length of the screen. Get rid of those guns as much as possible. And you'll be sandwiched. This version is so much more difficult than the first. It takes some doing. Right, you've got its guns. There, Jamie. Right. If I do it, that'd be a bonus. I don't think you're going to. This is a difficult boss. And again, on the melee version, I've never done it. Again, it's a big, big enemy, a big, big boss. But the bit you got to shoot, again, is an extremely difficult thing to hit. There you go. Okay, I'm here again, but trouble is now, weapons aren't as good. Really not as good. The thing you got to shoot is in the middle there, but I do believe the key is the force here. Trouble is the force doesn't stay when you want it to stay. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's always a handful. This is so difficult. I think it's best to try and keep the force away from you. Of course, when it's not attached to your R9Z, then it will fire on its own. For that. Come on! I'm not really paying attention to where it's going, what it's doing. It's doing something. Well, what a difficult boss. There you go! How difficult is that? My lord! I've been forced to do all that work. My lord! There we go, my next pick. Superb game, what a classic. Resident Evil 2, Superb, by Capcom. Okay, so the game Resident Evil 2, a 1998 survival horror video game developed and published by Capcom for the PlayStation. The player controls Leon S. Kennedy and Claire Redfield, who must escape Raccoon City after citizens are transformed into zombies by biological weapons 2 months after the events of the first game. The gameplay focuses on exploration, puzzles and combat. The main difference to its predecessor is the branching paths for each character having unique storylines, partners and obstacles. And what a game! Absolutely superb game. Amazingly, this is the first one I played. It wasn't actually Resident Evil 1, but it wasn't long afterwards. I bought this from HMV for $39.99. Of course, it had 2 discs, 1 character story per disc, and I could get both of them. What a game! Superb! Can I go wrong with a game like this? Then we go to the gun shop. Resident Evil 2 was developed by a team of around 50 over the course of 21 months. The initial version, commonly referred to as Resident Evil 1.5, differed drastically but was cancelled when the game was around 2/3 complete after the producer decided it was inadequate. The final design introduced a more cinematic presentation. Right, a moment of time, we are picking up additional handgun bullets, but soon we'll be picking up a shotgun. And it's not going to end well for the guy that owns the shop. We've taken some handgun bullets. They do get a shotgun later on, but of course this is one way you can do it. Resident Evil 2 was seen critical for its atmosphere, setting graphics, audio, scenarios and overall gameplay, as well as its improvements over the original game. But with some criticism towards its controls, voice acting and certain gameplay elements. It has appeared in a number of lists of the best video games ever made. It's the best-selling Resident Evil game for the single platform, shipping 5.77 million copies on PlayStation. Combining it originally for its release on PlayStation with the DualShock release. It was ported to Windows, Nintendo 64, Dreamcast and GameCube, and modified 2.5D version, first released with Game.com handheld. There we go, superb. Didn't know a lot about it though, but anyway, this guy didn't end nicely. But anyway, we're going to pick up his shotgun and use it for later times. You will take the shotgun. Yes, I will. You've taken the story of Resident Evil 2 was retold and built upon in several later games and has been adapted into a variety of licensed works. It was followed by Resident Evil 3 Nemesis in 1999, and the Resident Evil 2 remake was released on PlayStation 4, Xbox One and Windows in 2018 to have. Absolutely superb. I've not finished it, however this one I finished multiple times. But anyway, the demo version which I played loads is actually a shorter version of this level. But anyway, I love the camera angles, it is superb. Now sometimes when you shoot a zombie and he falls down to the floor, doesn't necessarily mean he's down and out of it. They might get back for a last hurrah, or they could bite your legs off. Now you'll know if they're down and out because A, they won't get up again, or 2, they'll be laying in a pool of blood. I love the fact that the bodies actually stay there. Sometimes they do die first time, and sometimes they need a bit more of incentive. So a few more hits might be needed. You don't really running out of bullets in a game like this. There you go. You got down. He didn't get up again. Right, on we go. So now we can go through here. Now the zombie actually opened the door for us in a way that actually helped us out there. You know, he's definitely not going to be down and out. Now, of course, you can get more weapons. You get Magnum and also get a rocket launcher. Yeah. And of course, the shotgun which we already got. But however, not a lot of bullets. A survival horror game, Resident Evil 2, features the same basic gameplay mechanics as its predecessor. Resident Evil, the player explores a fictional city, solving puzzles and fighting monsters. The game's two protagonists may be equipped with firearms, but limited ammunition adds to a tactical element to the weapon use. On the status screen, the player can check the condition of the protagonists, use medicine to heal their wounds, and assign weapons. Right, remember the time, I'm staying up here where it's absolutely safe. Zombies cannot climb. In later games, I'm not sure. There you go. Superb. So get your ankles bitten off by a zombie. But at this early point in the game, they are everywhere. They don't have to kill them all, you really don't. Just run past them. But it helps. It does help. And also it helps if you've got good quantities of ammunition. At the moment, I do. Now you press circle to see what you have in your possession. Is he down? The character's health can also be determined by their posture and movement speed. For example, a character will hold their stomach in pain if wounded, and will live slowly if on the verge of death. The protagonist may carry a limited number of weapons and must store others in boxes placed throughout the game world, where they may be retrieved later. Each protagonist is joined by a support partner during the course of the story. These characters accompany the player in certain scenes and occasionally become playable. Right, we're going to a bus. Certain rooms contain typewriters the player may use to save their game. However, each save expends one of the limited number of ink ribbons that the player must collect in the game world. The graphics of Resident Evil 2 are exposed and real-time generated, and those movable polygon characters and item models improvise over pre-rendered backgrounds and are viewed in a fixed camera angle. The game uses tank controls, meaning that pressing up moves the character in the direction they're facing, down to reverse them, and turn left and right to rotate them, regardless of the perception of the camera. Right, Jamie, you're using quite a lot of bullets here, but I am reading statistics while playing this amazing game. It's great fun to play, it always is. But anyway, we don't want to be running out of bullets. But with a camera like this, Jamie, we are going to run out of bullets. Now, I've got to admit, this game did make me jump quite a few times. It takes a lot to make me jump. And a funny moment that happened in the early times of owning this game was there was a section, which I'm sure it got everyone, was when things smashed through windows. And it made me jump. Really, really did make me jump. But my brother played it later on that day, and I kept absolutely quiet. I knew that bit was coming. I didn't say anything. I actually turned the volume up on the TV a little bit louder, just to make sure it makes him jump. And it happened, and boy oh boy, did he jump. He fell on the floor, and he jumped out of his chair. And he said, "You knew that was going to happen, didn't you?" I said, "Yep." "Yes, I did." What a game. Superb. But yes, one of very few games that actually made me jump over the years. That bit. I remember it very well. My lord, my brother jumped out of his chair. Anyway, superb game. Resident Evil 2. Brilliant memory for me. What a game. There we go, my next pick, copyright 1996, goes this fantastic game. Great memories of this one. It's an international track and field by Konami, all rights reserved. Now, I played this with two of my friends from school, and we played this absolutely loads. But to make it more easier for ourselves, we always used to change the controls. So for running, instead of square and circle, we went for X and circle, and jump was square and triangle. But there we go, let's give it a whirl. It's been years since I played this, though. There we go, Jamie, Great Britain. That's me. So these are the events you can do, and if you're doing them on practices, you do them in any order you like. If you're doing championship, then yes, you must do them in a certain order. But what we used to do in the old days, we used to use one of these. This is a duster. Either use a duster or maybe even a kitchen towel, because this is actually very, very painful on your fingers. So we're going to go for the 100-meter sprint. Tap the buttons as fast as you can. Okay, so the game is International Track and Field, which is a 3D update of Konami's Track and Field series, in which up to 4 players compete in 11 different Olympic events. The game was released on PlayStation and arcades in 1996. Right. X and circle, really fast, that way we don't get blisters on our fingers. I am in lane 1, believe it or not. Right, so X and circle as fast as you can. Me and my friend Daniel and his brother James, we played this game to absolute death. After school, we just kept playing it and playing it and playing it and just trying to get the best world records. And I have to admit, it was quite easy, but the three of us just kept on trying and just, my lords, I can't tell you how much we played this game. So if you're watching this, Daniel and James, what a memory. Enjoyed it, mates.
It's a new record.
Okay, hammer throw. Build the power up to throw as far as you can. Watch for the direction and angle of the throwing hammer. Again, 3 attempts. But I'm going to go for the world record, which is what we did in the old days as well. And we did. We all did very well at all these events. World record 86.74, and I believe I've still got the original save on my memory card of what we got in the old days. But anyway, this was difficult. You've got to watch that arrow. But again, go really, really fast. But keep an eye on the screen. And get the right angle too. That looks good. That looks good. Woohoo! Have some of that. 98.49 metres. That's a world record.
Second attempt.
Let's go again. 2 more attempts. Again, watch that arrow. Watch the angle. Woohoo! He's going. He's going. Gone, but again, not as good as the one before. Let's go again, third and final. Unbelievably, ouch. Whoa, that's gone into the crowd. Heads up. No, it's fine, it's fine. We'll go with 98.49, I'm happy with that, it's a world record. 65 to qualify. Let's see that in an instant replay. What a game, what a memory. There you go. Let her rip. There you go. The grid wasn't even big enough. 98.49. 1,612.
It's a new record.
But this is the high jump, and of course you can adjust the height. We're going to go for the simple one as a starting point, because I haven't played this game for about 15 years. Right. There you go. Simple. Right, so we're going to up the ante a little bit here. How about we go for 2.45? Sounds good to me. Keep going. We'll go for 246. I have to make this the last one because my feet are killing me the way I'm sitting in this chair. Right, second attempt. We're going for a world record here. Go. Go, Gadget. Oh, you see?
Foul.
Third attempt, world record. 2.46. There we go. Timing is key. Woohoo! There we go! Right, that's the last one, people, because I'm sitting in a really uncomfortable way here. My feet and legs are killing me. But anyway, that is a world record. Didn't beat it by much, but it was enough. There we go. Got to press that at the right time. And the recovery at the right time as well. There you go. Superb. Great memories. There you go. World record 2.46.
It's a new record.
The computer didn't even qualify.
Who will be the number
Right,
one
ready?
in the world? First attempt.
Discus. Have some of that. 45 degrees. Woohoo! World record. Bingo. Not bad for a first attempt. Do it again. Again, you've got to watch that. Oh dear, it's going to go in the crowd.
Foul.
Right. Third attempt. Third and final. Woohoo! It's going. I don't think it's going to do well though. Oh, it did. Even better than the first, Jamie. 82.85. Well, that's a new world record. Superb. Instant replay. Brilliant. Absolutely superb. Brilliant memory for this one. We played this so much. And of course, there was a sequel, which I do have in my collection, but it wasn't the same. This one was the best one.
It's a new
There you go, 1,582. Okay, for next pick, I'm going for this classic game, Time Crisis. Absolutely superb. Great memories this one. This one's going to be difficult to record though. Okay, so the game is Time Crisis, a first-person light gun shooter arcade series of video games by Namco, first premiered in 1995. What a game! What a game! This is my first ever light gun game I bought with my own money. What a game it is. Got it in 1999. I was at college. It cost me £50, but I did some serious saving. I really, really did. I might have even traded in a few games. I know one of them was LMA Manager, which I was terrible at. The other one I cannot remember. It might have been a Platinum. I have to admit, I wasn't keen on the Platinum cases on PlayStation 1. But I didn't trade in many in the old days. I didn't like to do that. I like to keep them. But this one I desperately wanted. I really did. But what a game. What a purchase. What a memory to get this. The only other shooting game I played at home wasn't actually mine. In the old days, one of my friends lent me his Master System for a weekend, and he had a game called Shooting Gallery, which is, again, is absolutely superb. I don't have it in my collection, but I would love to get one in the future. But this has been difficult to capture. Really difficult. It's an absolute cable fest at the moment. But I'm actually using my old TV, and of course, it's brilliant, but very, very bulky, very heavy, and difficult to store. But today, I'm using it well. What a game. I'm ready to go back to this. And of course, there are many, many other games as well, and most of them I do actually have now. It took some time. Eventually, once I got the light gun and it worked superbly well, others shortly followed. On the PlayStation 1, I've also got Rescue Shot, I've got Cool Panic, as well as Point Blank 1, 2 and 3, which is superb. And on the PlayStation 2, I've got Time Crisis 2, Time Crisis 3, Crisis Zone, and also Vampire Knight. And they're all absolutely brilliant games. But this is the one that I think is the best, by far, because it's the first one I played, the first one I really, really got into. However, Point Blank is a very, very close second. That is another superb game. Again, it's by Namco. And again, I played it up to death. Played this with lots of friends as well, including my auntie and my uncle in the old days. Yes, I even got them playing at one point. But yeah, they loved it. They absolutely loved it. Anyway, this one, we have a time limit and we do have energy. I've taken one hit already. 3 energy bars at the start. When you get past a section, your time is extended. By that time, it's game over. Of course, you need to get a good accuracy to get a decent score. And when you reload your gun, you actually are hiding at the time, which is a really nice touch. Now, the blue coats are the easiest people. The orange coats, you can earn additional time, but they're quite difficult to hit. The red coats are the most difficult. They're very accurate. Of course, when you're reloading, you cannot be shot. It's absolutely superb. This is actually the special I'm doing today, not the story. The arcade series differed from other light gun shooters of its time by incorporating unique mechanics, including the ability to duck into cover to dodge attacks and reload the player's weapon, and forcing players to complete battles in each level within the allotted time limit. There you go, and of course we have boss battles. Again, it's so brilliantly fantastic to play. What a memory to get this. Superb. Any additional time is always a bonus in a game that has a time limit. Of course, we need to load. Now in this game, you don't get additional weapons, but on future games you do. In Time Crisis 2, I remember rightly, you get a machine gun. And of course, that's 2-player. Right, do not shoot the arcade machines, do not shoot the pinball machines. Just shoot the people. Don't shoot the classics. There you go, superb. Now this TV I'm using is brilliant. And of course, these sort of TVs are never easy to store. Very big, very bulky, and very difficult to store. But anyway, I don't have a specific place for it to stay where it can be used on a regular basis. However, because this is so enjoyable to play again, I'm going to have to try and figure out somewhere it can go where I can use it more regularly, because this is absolutely brilliant. Over time, the series developed to incorporate additional features of gameplay, including 2-player cooperative mode on arcade machines, the ability to use additional weapons in combat and dealing with dangerous events. Alongside arcade machines, the series also developed for consoles, beginning with a port for the first installment for PlayStation console in 1995, with all ported versions of arcades, including featuring additional content and other game mechanics, such as additional stages and different difficulty modes. Right, we're just in time for boss battle. However, energy is falling. Now he throws boomerangs at you, which are electric ones. So I've got to avoid those at all costs. Have some of that. But again, a nice touch. Superb. No energy bar, unfortunately. So just hit him as many times as you can in the time limit, of course. Try and keep good accuracy. It all helps. He does move around very, very quickly. He attacks you with electricity. I attack you with bullets. Not be much more. Have some of that! Brilliant. What a game. What a memory. Superb. He's dead. Now he's dead. There you go. 69% accuracy. I'm pretty happy with that. Now when I got this game, it also came with a free demo. This is Point Blank. There you go. So of course, Time Crisis was bundled in with a demo. Played it, loved it, bought it as well. Point Blank, another superb game. Okay, this is Point Blank. A series of light gun shooter video games, developed by Namco for arcades, PlayStation, and Nintendo DS. The trilogy was first released in arcades in 1994 and later ported to PlayStation. Right, this one you've got to try and shoot 20 skeletons in the time limit. Now some time limits can be really, really tight. Now don't shoot the bombs, you do have life, but shoot things you shouldn't and you lose a life. Don't do it in the time, you lose a life. But you do get a few continues. But it's actually a demo, but yeah, anyway, it's absolutely superb. Looks good, plays well. Superb. That's 100% accuracy. There you go, we've got 32. Now you get more points on how accurate you are and how quick you are at shooting. But there we go, that's brilliant, new record. Now some of the rounds you have to shoot with a limited amount of bullets. In this case, one single bullet. Shoot a leaf. Woohoo! There we go! Again, do it in the fastest time, you get more points. So that one is either 100% accuracy or 0. Only got one bullet. There you go. Right, shoot 16 criminals. Again, this game is 1 or 2 player. And you can also use a controller if you don't have a light gun. So you use a crosshair. So if you're doing it as 2 player, 1 player is blue, 1 player is red. Don't shoot hostages, you'll lose a life. Of course, these are cardboard cutouts. There you go, pow! 100%. I don't think I missed the target there. Again, 100%. Love the music. Superb. 100% once again. Yeah, this game is a lot more easier to get 100% than it is on Time Crisis. Okay, shoot the car 50 times in 20 seconds. Don't do this at home, children. Definitely not going to impress your parents. I'm fairly happy with that. That's good accuracy. Really pleased with that. There we go. Pow! Have some of that. Right, 50 bullets. What was the accuracy? 59? There we go. 7,349. There we go. Over 70 levels of all-out target shooting. Party play up to 8 players. Training mode. And the Mammoth story-based quest. Superb game. What a memory. Okay, everybody, this is my video. That's my PlayStation 1 memories video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Like my other ones, it was quite difficult to put together, but I had a great fun doing it. But anyway, until next time, this is Jamie from These Games. Please like this, comment, share. Please subscribe to my channel. There's a fan page. Also on Twitch to something more games. You'll find it fairly easily. Please remember to hit the bell icon and notify you visit live. All these videos, which I'm placing out of changes I've been making and live streams every Friday night UK time, 8 o'clock on my way. So that's it easy. Ciao, bye. See ya. Release Tekken 5 this it is the first installment of the Crash Bandicoot series. Okay, this is Crash Bandicoot, a 1996 platform video game developed by Naughty Dog and published by Sony Computer Entertainment. Okay, so the game is Crash Bandicoot 2. Emulated version is the game for PlayStation 3 via Okay, so the game Oddworld Age Odyssey, a platform video game developed by Oddworld inhabitants and published by Psygnosis. No. The player controls Leon S. Kennedy and Claire Redfield, who must escape Raccoon City after its citizens are... Hey, I'm reading statistics here! Hey, I'm reading statistics here! Hey! Okay, so the game is Resident Evil 2, a 1998 horror survival video game developed by public... Jamie. Hang on. My lord! Woo! Okay, so the game is Time Crisis. Time Crisis is a first-person on-rails light gun shooter game or arcade game. Oh, Jamie, you need to. Oh, hang on a minute. Okay, so the game is Time Crisis, a first-person on the like. I haven't fired a single bullet yet. Right. I'm making mistakes before I've even done anything. Right. Time